Brown rice natto, Japan's complete protein hack. Natto is one of the most powerful fermented food on earth, but it has one critical weakness. Its amino acids are incomplete. Now, when you ferment it with brown rice, you don't just fix that gap. You get 4 benefits that no animal protein can match. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, a 63-year-old biohacker based on Japanese natural health and the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. So today, I'll share with you why brown rice natto is a complete protein, why it actually beats animal protein in some ways, how it feeds longevity bacteria, and how eating it cold gives you even more benefit. So please watch the video until the end. For those of you who just discovered this video today, this is the Ikigai Diet channel, which is about how to increase health span for people over 50 or 60. I am the author of 4 books. I usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and anything else that is related to increasing health span. So if you're over 50 or 60 and interested in health span extension, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. All right, so let's start with benefit number 1, complete protein. Natto is rich in lysine. That's one of the essential amino acids, but it's low in methionine. Now, brown rice has the opposite problem. It's high in methionine, but low in lysine. So when you combine soybeans and brown rice, amino acid profile complement each other perfectly. But here is the key point. Most people eat natto with a bowl of white rice. That introduces 2 major problems. First, the white rice has been stripped of its nutrients, meaning it lacks the protein volume and the methionine needed to properly balance the amino acid profile of soy. You might think the solution is simply switching to brown rice. But even if you eat natto with brown rice, you still haven't solved the second problem, bioavailability. The proteins are still trapped inside their separate raw food matrix. Your body still has to spend massive amounts of energy doing all the digesting and breaking down on its own. Standard cooking and passive mixing simply cannot unlock the true synergistic potential of these foods. When you ferment them together, the Bacillus subtilis, the natto bacteria, produces protease. This enzyme is like the chainsaw. It breaks down the protein in both the soybeans and the brown rice into free amino acids and peptides during the fermentation. So by the time you eat it, the protein is already pre-digested. Your body absorbs it much more efficiently than just mixing rice and beans on a plate. So that's benefit number 1, complete protein with higher bioavailability through fermentation. Now, benefit number 2, why this beats animal protein? Look, I'm not saying animal protein is bad, but when you compare brown rice natto with something like chicken breast, you get the same quality of complete protein, but with 2 things that animal protein simply does not offer. First, fiber. Brown rice natto is high in dietary fiber. Animal protein has 0 fiber. And after 60, your gut needs fiber more than ever to keep things moving and to feed your beneficial gut bacteria. Second, probiotics. The Bacillus subtilis in natto is a living organism that supports your gut ecosystem. Chicken breast is a dead food. It has no living bacteria. It's just protein. So you're getting complete protein plus fiber plus probiotics all in one food. That's something no animal protein can give you. All right, now here it gets really interesting. Benefit 3 and 4, and these two are connected. Benefit number 3, brown rice natto feeds your longevity bacteria. Now, you may have heard of butyrate-producing bacteria. They are often called the ultimate longevity bacteria because researchers discovered them in massive abundance inside the gut microbiome of centenarians in Kyotango region, where there are 3 times as many centenarians as the Japanese national average. The secret lies in the short-chain fatty acid they produce, butyrate. This powerful molecule directly activates your AMPK pathway, flipping a primal survival switch that suppresses cellular aging and revitalizes your metabolism from the inside out. So how does brown rice natto help? Well, brown rice is one of the most favorable food for butyrate-producing bacteria. The fiber in brown rice, especially the soluble fiber and oligosaccharides, feed them directly. And natto supports these bacteria in 2 ways. As a prebiotic, because natto contains soluble fiber and oligosaccharides that feed them, and as a probiotic, because the Bacillus subtilis breaks down the long-chain oligosaccharides into short-chain ones that are easier for butyrate-producing bacteria to consume. Remember the bacterial relay I've talked about before. This is exactly that. The natto bacteria do the heavy lifting and the butyrate producers benefit. So brown rice and natto together create the ideal environment for your longevity bacteria to thrive. Now, benefit number 4 is the bonus multiplier. And this one surprised me. When you ferment brown rice with natto, you actually eat it cold. You don't heat it after the fermentation because heating will kill nattokinase, an enzyme in natto that support your blood circulation. And when brown rice cools down, it forms resistant starch. Now, resistant starch, the type of starch that your body cannot digest, but your gut bacteria can. And guess which bacteria love the resistant starch the most? That's right, the exact butyrate-producing longevity bacteria we've just talked about. So you're already feeding them with fiber in brown rice and natto, and now by eating cold, you're giving them resistant starch as an additional food source. It's like doubling the fuel for your longevity bacteria. 2 mechanisms, 1 story. That's why benefit 3 and 4 go together. Okay, how do you actually eat this? Well, you can just eat it as it is, like that. Or you can add soy sauce, just like you usually put soy sauce when you eat natto on its own. This is probably better than eating the brown rice natto on its own. So you need some kind of spice, so you might put salt, soy sauce, or something. You may want to use nori, seaweed. You put nori on top of it, and then you kind of wrap the rice and natto with nori, and then eat it like that. That is also pretty good. Also, you may want to mix it with raw eggs. This is pretty good because we often eat natto with raw eggs or we eat rice with raw egg, so it's a great combination. Now, I once said you don't want to mix raw eggs with natto. This is because iodine in raw egg white binds to biotin in natto, preventing absorption. However, biotin deficiency is extremely rare in a normal diet, So the benefit, adding protein outweighs the drawback. So I would encourage eating brown rice natto this way. I mean, if you are happy to, eat eggs, of course. Anyway, there are many ways to eat this food. So, I mean, you can just come up with, whatever the way that you like. So basically, it's not that different from eating regular natto. You just have brown rice on top of it. So, whatever the way that you want to eat, that is fine. You try to experiment eating it different way. And then please share your method in the comments below. Okay, so some of you may be wondering how to make one. Well, it is very simple for people who know how to make natto. And in fact, I don't recommend to people who have never made natto before to make this one. That is an advanced way. So please learn how to make natto first. And once you get used to making natto, then you can try this one. But those of you who have made natto before, it is very simple. You just need to add brown rice when you ferment steamed soybeans. So after finishing the steaming part, then you mix wild plants into natto. So at that time, you add brown rice. You add brown rice into soybeans. You kind of have half amount of brown rice, half amount of soybeans, and you mix them together in a glass jar, and then you add wild plants. Then the rest is the same. You basically ferment them at the temperature between 40 to 45 degrees centigrade for 24 hours. And then when the fermentation is done, you need to cool it in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. Right, but I will give you the full instruction in the next video. But you want to first try making regular natto. And for that, I already made several videos. I'll put the link in the description box. All right, so let me quickly summarize the 4 benefits. 1, complete protein. Brown rice fills the amino acid gap in natto. 2, beats animal protein, same complete protein, but with fiber and probiotics. 3, feed longevity bacteria. Brown rice and natto together create the ideal environment for butyrate-producing bacteria. 4, resistant starch. Eating cold double the fuel for those same bacteria. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Have you ever eaten natto with brown rice? Or have you ever fermented natto with brown rice? Please share your experiences in the comments below. And I talked about that I made a video on how to make natto. So this is one of the videos that you can watch.